Science! It gives us answers, or does it? Have you ever felt really confused, torn, not knowing where to look for answers when people quote, "It's science. Trust the science. The science speaks for itself." Now, the tricky thing about science is that it is not always a law. There are some proven theories that have become laws. But in actual fact, the field of science itself can be quite controversial. In fact, for every study that proves something, there's another study that proves exactly the opposite. The scientific method is in fact based on an evidence process. So of course, any scientific research is incredibly rigorous in trying to find out the right answers. But a real scientist doesn't try to prove themselves right. Real science actually tries to prove something wrong. Can my theory be wrong? Can I prove that it's wrong? It's only by trying to prove that it's wrong that true science can actually emerge. So how are we meant to know which study to trust? When I started studying science again, I thought I would go to find some answers. I thought, finally, I can go and find the answers to the questions that I've always wanted to know. And I ended up more confused than ever before. Knowing which sources to trust is very difficult. It's a little bit like trying to read the news and trying to find out what's actually happened. You never know the full story until you know both sides of the story. And sometimes even the two sides of the stories don't even agree on anything. So are all these confused scientists just running around talking about the different theories and the different things that they haven't been able to prove? Of course not. That's why we have peer reviews. And peer reviews mean that lots of different scientists can gather around and decide to agree on whether or not they want to support one theory rather than the other one. So when you're looking at science, one important aspect to look at is how many people are supporting the science. How many people are behind this theory? Are there any other opposing views or studies that are equally as important? If you're feeling confused and if you're feeling disheartened, you're not alone. The most important thing to do is to keep an open mind and know how to talk about science. That's the most important thing. Rather than being stuck on one idea or on one study that proves your point, maybe being able to talk critically and see what the other side says, talk to other people who are interested in the same thing to maybe find common ground, or maybe compare and contrast your points of view. That's so much more useful than trying to decide which science is right. So next time you hear yourself or someone else say, "Trust the science," just remember to think, which science are we talking about? Does this science have other perspectives too? As you start to swim around the deep waters of scientific research, you might find some black holes and some caves that you need to explore, and murky waters as well. So good luck as you explore the field of science. Let us know how you get on. We'd love to hear more about how you love to find out more about science and where you get your answers from. So feel free to comment below and give us some more suggestions for future videos. See you soon on Discover with Mavericks.